Well, we've already screwed the pooch this morning. I forgot to set an alarm last night, and so we are trying to get from wherever the hell it is, Illinois, that I'm at right now. Well, hold on. Hello? Hey, what's going on, sir? That's me. Okay, right now, let me look. I'm not 100% sure. It says I've got to go 74 miles on the truck GPS, but 62 miles on the Google. It looks like it's going to be around 10 o'clock, I think. So, yeah. So I was told it was a first come first serve by everybody that booked it. So, but then I was going to try to be there at 7 a.m. this morning. I didn't set an alarm last night, so that's my fault. So I apologize immensely. So, okay. Yeah. I am okay. But I'm rolling out of the truck stop right now, heading that direction. I don't need to stop for any reason. So, yeah, I should be there about 2 hours. So, all right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. And that is how you deal with a freaking broker. So there's no reason at all to be rude to the broker, and there's no reason for the broker to be rude to you. You know, if you make a mistake, own your mistakes. I'm an honest person. I don't believe in lying, really, in all honesty, because you know, so many people in this industry lie, and I hate the fact that so many people in this industry lie, but it happens all the time. Yes, my seatbelt's loose if you're watching this, but I have a reason for that. Just give me a second here, and it is to do this. See, there was a little bit of fogginess right there, and I wanted that to go away. Anyway, alright. So we are on our way up here to deliver this morning. Should get there about 10 o'clock, I think. I do run, so you may be asking, you know, Google Maps and the trucker GPS? Yes. I run both. And the reason I run both is because Google Maps will update me as far as traffic is concerned, right? And the other thing is, when it's running, I like to be able to see like what's either side of me, you know. I like to go, what the hell is that? You know, as I'm going down the road, and then go on Google Maps. And the trucker GPS is really more about it's just more about me like trying to stay out of trouble, in all honesty. One of the things I learned very, very early on when I was trucking was I had my first trainer. I was working for CR England. My first trainer had a TomTom, and the TomTom, he would use the TomTom to get everywhere. And I'd say, well, you know, I said, like, gee golly, gee willikers, sir, they offer, you know, trucker GPS. You should probably get one of those. And the deal was, he wasn't going to spend the money on it. The TomTom was perfectly fine. I ran Google Maps while I was with him. So, you know, it was what it was. But one day we're in Pennsylvania. We're heading down this little 2-lane highway running between one major interstate and another major interstate, trying to go somewhere. I think we were going to maybe somewhere over here in Illinois with a load of chocolate from Hershey, Pennsylvania. but we were kind of in an odd spot. We had to get from one highway to another. He didn't want to go all the way up to the interchange to come back. It was out of route, so, or, well, it wasn't out of route for England, but it was out of route for him. So we took this little highway. Well, the TomTom had me making a left at some point, and to my left is this mountain, you know, and the Alleghenies or the Poconos or wherever it was that I was, you know, whatever it was that I was in. And I thought, man, that looks a little odd. So I got my phone out. Strangely enough, I think at that time you could have your phone in your hand and nobody would say anything. And it was still dangerous then, but you know, it's like, but you know, gas wasn't flammable for 1967 or whatever Jeff Foxworthy used to say. So I got my phone out and I run the you know, the GPS, Google Maps or whatever, and I start scanning through the, you know, through the map and realize that it's going to take me up a mountain, through some switchbacks, right, down, you know, over the top of the mountain, through some switchbacks, then down to the highway. And I thought, oh, hell no. Like, I'd seen pictures at that point of other new truck drivers basically on, you know, on switchbacks stuck, you know, because they weren't supposed to be on switchbacks. So I decided, under no circumstances was I about to be one of those drivers. So I kept going instead. So in that case, Google Maps paid, you know, or saved my butt probably from getting into a lot of attention. If I had just blindly followed it, I would have been in a lot of trouble. So it was really important to me when I got to the point where I could afford a truck GPS that I bought a truck GPS just to keep me out of trouble. And it has actually saved my butt a couple of times. So I just keep it around for that reason and that reason alone. Anyway, but Google Maps, I think, works really well in conjunction with a Rand McNally trucker map, you know, trucker atlas, you know, or Maps Go, or whatever you want to call it. So because you can, you know, if you're trip planning, if you're early on trip planning in your career, one of the things that you will find is that, you know, you may not be able to afford a truck GPS. I mean, $1,000 for a GPS is a lot of freaking money. Ooh, look, boats. Ooh, look, potholes. Ooh, look, sunken barges. Anyway, all right. So, squirrel. So when you first start out, it's really helpful to be able to pull up, you know, like Google Maps and run Google Maps, and then get the atlas out and follow along with your route and just double check, you know. Anywhere where there are like squiggly lines on Google Maps, probably don't want to go there, you know. So I don't know, that's kind of my 2 cents on that for this morning. So there's your extra little smells like somebody smoked in here. Anyway, that's your extra little tidbit for this morning as far as, like, you know, the day-to-day grind is concerned. But anyway, let's get up here, let's get unloaded, and let's see if we can't find our next load out of here, so that way we don't have to worry about well, man, let's just go. So the unload went quick. It couldn't have been more than 20 minutes getting unloaded, which was kind of nice. And we are now on our way to Rockford, Illinois, to pick up a load going to Nanticoke. I think it's Nanticoke, Pennsylvania. 41,000 pounds is what it looks like it weighs. So anyway, we're gonna go to Pennsylvania, drop that off, and then from there, who knows? So I think the plan is right now to kind of run until about mid-April, and then go home in mid-April and do some stuff around the house. I have not seen my house since November, strangely enough. So I would actually like to get home and see my house and sit on my porch and smoke my cigars and blah 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 blah. But with all the excitement that's been going on in my world for the last long while, you know, it's been kind of a pain in the ass to get out there. So anyway, but yeah, unload went easy, went quick. We're gonna go hit the US 20 and head that direction and head out towards Rockford. So you guys are gonna probably get to see like tiny little towns in Illinois. That building's cool. It's very Art Deco looking. That turns tight. So that's a cool building. I wonder if that was like an auto. It looks like an auto factory. So I don't know. But anyway, so that's what we're doing, and that's it. That's your update. about 500 miles to get there. It's about 9, well, locally it's 9:21. Central time, it's 8:21 in the morning. So, yeah, about 8:20 or whatever. So, I don't know how much I'm going to push today. I don't have to be there till tomorrow at 11. So I'm going to try to push pretty far today and try to get to where I want to go, or try to get somewhere over there near. So Nanticoke is, I think it's called Nanticoke. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. I think it's called Nanticoke. I think it's pretty close to Scranton. So we're going. That's where we're going basically today. And then from there, no idea. We're checking my water level. We're doing okay today. So up a little late last night, later than I probably wanted to be, and everything. So we're well rested. Had some pizza last night, which pizza and a chicken salad sandwich, because I pulled into the Fort Wayne Truck Plaza, and they said I was looking at everything that was on the deli. Like it goes, if you're looking at that food, I can't serve it anymore. It says it's been there too long without being warmed up. So, anyway. But yeah, we're on our way, and we'll get there soon. Pennsylvania, which I always enjoy coming to Pennsylvania because of how close the houses are to the road or something. I don't know, it feels old. Like all the houses feel old. You know, there's something really quaint about all of it, which I like. But like this one on the right here with the stone. That's a neat looking house. We're on US 11 heading eastbound over to our delivery. We're gonna get over here and get delivered this morning and try to find something out of here. The market's looking terrible, so it's not like there's a whole lot to take. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on everything. Me and my dispatcher. So if one of us books something, one of us has to let the other one know. Which is doable, of course. So there's a Dollar General back there. So I'm going to see if there was room for me to pull in there and buy some groceries for the truck. But there's a giant food mart further back, so that's a neat looking building. A big room. It almost looks like a dealership, like an old dealership. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, so we're gonna get over here, shake the freight off, maybe try to find a grocery store real quick that I can pull into, grab a few groceries while dispatch looks for a load, and then we're gonna head out of town. hopefully going somewhere else. Yep, that's the plan. So, dang, there's a Kmart there. When's the last time you saw Kmart? This is big K Mart outside. Anyway, all right. So, ooh, that's a cool house. Squirrel. We are now in, we're going into like Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. There's a Petro in Scranton that I'm trying to get to, essentially, which is, oh man, that's a tight turn. Luckily I'm empty. But there's a Petro in Scranton I'm trying to get to, because we got to find another load for me and figure out what I'm doing and where I'm going and blah 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 blah. So anyway, but I figured you guys would enjoy watching the scenery for a minute, and I'm just updating you. All right, that's enough of that bullshit. up in the morning. Right now we're heading to another TA. I'm not entirely sure what town it's in, but Sudbury or Bloomsbury, or no, I'm not going to the Bloomsbury one. I'm not sure, so I can find out, but I don't want to find out right now. The Northeast is like, it's a pain in the ass to drive around in. We're doing 45 and a 55 right now because, you know, that's the way traffic's going. It's about 4 o'clock, so probably I'm probably in like quitting time traffic, in all honesty. And now we're doing 40. So I was just on the phone with my uncle, who was a hotshot driver for a little while, and he was saying he hates the Northeast. I said, well, Northeast is kind of easy. What you do basically is you just follow the guy in front of you. You know, you follow the GPS, you just stay behind the guy in front of you, and you'll be all right. You know, there's no reason to rush. And there's way too much traffic up here for rushing around trying to get somewhere, you know, as fast as you possibly can. So it's just like, meh. Just take your time, you know, and enjoy the scenery kind of thing, which it's a rainy, dreary day, which is perfect for me. So, but anyway, we will be in our place of park until tomorrow morning. We don't pick up until tomorrow afternoon at noon. And then I have to be down in Jacksonville, Florida by Monday. 745 miles. So, we're just gonna kind of chill for the next 3 or 4 days and just enjoy ourselves as best we can. I might stop a couple places, I don't know. It's a nice little relaxing trip for the price it is, but it gives me about 2100, 2140, and 1650. You do the math, so 16 and, well, 21 is 42 plus 16 is, well, that's 1,000, so you say 52, 57, and you got 50 and 40 is 90, so 57.90 basically for the yeah, 57.90 for the week, so which isn't, it's not great. Not when you know, like at the peak of my doing what I was doing with the last guy I was running with. I was doing, you know, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a week. So, but the market's down. Nobody's really ordering anything because of inflation. It's just like, yeah, this is what it is. So anyway, we'll get on down the road here. Try to take some video here and there for the next 44 minutes and see how that goes. So anyway, get around TMC here. See if somebody's going to be nice enough to let me over. It is the Northeast. Yeah. Usually the third or fourth car will let you over. You know, which is always interesting. I don't know why it's the third or fourth car, but it's always that one. So anyway, all right. Enjoy. 2,500 pounds worth of solar panels. It's a heavy sumbitch. Voice command. Find address. 66 NJ 173 West Hampton, New Jersey. That's not it. Back. 66 New Jersey 173 West Hampton, New Jersey. I think it's 1. West Street. That's not it. Alright. GPS. Which, you know, is, accept, I guess? No, that's not what I want. Which has worked really well, except every once in a while, you have to pull it down off the fucking windshield and actually enter the address because it won't do it the right way. I have not eaten today. So, that's 2:35, which is actually pretty decent that I haven't eaten today. I think I ate yesterday around 6, so we're going about 20 hours. I don't know, it was like 6 or 8, so we're 18, 20 hours from now. Alright, 66. Done. New Jersey 173 West. Oh, and didn't find it. Okay, so that means what I have to do is I have to go into the map. So we'll stop the map, view the map, click on the map, and try to figure it out from where I'm at. Okay, turn it around, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna go out to 78. It's annoying. Past where the 22 meets it. Is it the 22? I think that's the 22. Okay. Union Township. So we're going past Clinton to Union Township. There's the 173. And there's the pilot. So, boom. So the one thing you can do about this is you can pull it up on the map and then you can just you can click on it. See, and it'll give you a little flag. You just hit go. Voila. It takes me where I want to go. It's not that hard. A bunch of my friends, they got the new tablet one, you know, and this was 3-4 years ago, and they were all like, oh, the new tablet one's so great, blah 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 blah, and I was just like, and they were like, you should get one, and I was like, how much is it? They're like $1,000, and I'd spent $500 on this thing, which still does the job, even though it's old. It's the 750 or the 780 diesel or something like that, and they've got the 1000. You know, I'm sorry, but once I've got something and it works, I don't really need another one. If it's doing the work, it's doing the work, and it doesn't really need to be updated. The deal is, it just has to keep me out of trouble. That's the main focus that I've got with it. So, which it does, I think, a fairly decent job of. It'll go, oh hey, the bridge up there is, you know, isn't going to be able to handle your weight, or it'll go, there's a tunnel coming up, or there's a way station, or something like that. So, which is kind of nice, but anyway. It's alright. Tight turn, and then crazy New Jersey highway bullshit. Oh yeah, you're going to love this. When we get over there, I'll have to show it to you. And then, interstate, basically, over to the pilot. Get off over in the pilot, and then weigh the fucking truck. And after we weigh the fucking truck, we will either come back here and complain about the fact that they loaded it improperly, which that might be an issue. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Or we're just gonna wing it and just hope that we don't go through any way stations that are open. Which, you know, I've never done that. Anyway. So, alright. Interesting New Jersey highway bullshit, and then I'll get back with you at the Tyler, I suppose. Fucking truck is long, and it's like a 286 or something inch wheelbase, or 289 inch wheelbase, or it's close to 300 inches. I measured it out. I think it was 300 inches. It might have been extended at some point, but I'm not sure. What are we doing? Weigh in our truck, right? So, weigh in my truck. This is a moment of truth. It's an interesting truck to drive. Over all the other trucks that I've driven, it is certainly one of the more interesting trucks that I've driven. So, yep, Clinton, New Jersey. Confirm. Afraid all kinds. We are not in. That's Lucile's number. So, next. Done. Next. Accept. $13.50 for a way. But that's all over the United States, so it doesn't go up for New Jersey, thankfully. Let's see what we are on our drives, because that's the one that I'm really worried about. We're sitting at like over 60,000 pounds. It's like 62 psi or something like that on the drives. We're over 34,880. See, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, I gotta figure out what to do about that. I might have to go back and have to move stuff back. So, I knew I was probably over. And the tandems are slid as far forward as they're gonna go. So that's not gonna work at all. Okay. Alright, let's see what we do. That I did 2 hours to go again. Yes. Although this time we're doing better. So we're sitting at about 50 psi on the drives, which I'm gonna guess is probably around 31,000 pounds. 31,000 pounds. So we're probably a little over on the tandems. We may end up sliding them when we weigh them. We're gonna go back and weigh it again, but we may end up sliding them when we weigh them just a little bit. But other than that, I think we should be okay. So, but let's get out to the truck stop, get it weighed, and see where we're at. But they knew that I was coming already. I walked in, he goes, yeah, they already told me. I was like, okay. So just move it back 4 feet, 6 feet maybe. I think that's what they did, was they moved it like 4 to 6 feet back. And it's like, it's kind of like loading a flatbed, you know? Like I wish I had a spread axle, because I could run 40,000 pounds in the back versus running 34,000 pounds in the back. But, you know, it just is what it is. But if I had a choice, I'd run a spread axle drive-in. Hell, I'd run a spread axle reefer if I thought if somebody would give me a spread axle reefer, I'd run that. But the deal is, it's like it's kind of like loading a flatbed, you know. It's like you got to center the weight. So the more dense the weight is, you know, the more centered in the trailer the weight needs to be. And some places get that and some places don't. So what they did as far as like centering it, keeping it from sliding forward, I have no idea. But you know, it's like they did something. So I think they just moved it. I think they moved it back 4 to 6 feet. Hopefully they put some pallets between it or some sort of like stuff to keep it from pushing forward. Although I drive pretty, you know, nicely anyway. I drive fast. I won't say that I don't drive fast. I do drive fast, but I don't drive fast stupidly. I think there's a difference between driving fast stupid and driving fast smart. And you know, I'm a big follower of like the cannonball runs or whatever that happen on and off every year. I follow Vin Wiki on YouTube, and I follow the cannonball runs, and so they always say that, like, you know, you don't weave in and out of traffic. You know, you're not supposed to weave in and out of traffic in a truck. I've done it, but you're not supposed to. But what you don't do is you don't weave in and out of traffic in a truck going, you know, 70, 80 miles an hour. So if you're going to do 70 or 80 or higher than that, get in the left lane, stay in the left lane, don't fucking get out of the left lane, have your jakes on, you know, be running, you know, your 80, 85, 90 miles an hour, however fast you want to go. I'm not saying that I've done it, just saying that this is how you do it, okay? Left lane, say 80 miles an hour with your jakes on. You let off, you let the jakes do their thing, slow you down when you're 4, 5, 6, 7 truck lengths away from the next vehicle in front of you. You know, give yourself plenty of space to match that person's speed. So once you match their speed, like if they suddenly move or something suddenly darts in front of you, there's not a, like, or they suddenly hit the brakes, you still have room to stop. And then once you do it, it's just like, once you get, you know, slowed down, it's like, okay, don't ride, you know, whatever you do, don't ride people's bumpers. That's the wrong thing you could do. It just, everybody wants to, you know, to do stuff like that, like ride people's bumpers. And yes, I know I ran a red light, don't care. Just don't do that, you know. Back off, give plenty of space or whatever, and whatnot. So, but anyway, the guy behind me is New Jersey man. Put on his flag. It's bright. You're going my way. You're a jackass. Okay, whatever. Ooh, he's mad now. He's over there taking off. So, but anyway, but you know, it's just like space is your big thing. You know, space is the thing you need to be pushing for. Space is the thing you need to be maintaining. Whether you're, you know, driving slow at 60 miles an hour or driving fast. Nobody in the world is going to survive doing this and not have an accident if they're not maintaining a proper space between them and the car in front of them. So, you know, maintain your space. It's very important. That's your little PSA for today. All these little PSAs make the video longer. But anyway, alright. New Jersey bullshit. Back to the truck stop. When we get there, weigh again, and we'll figure out how far we're actually going to make it today. So, they want me to drive 250 miles because it's a high dollar load, but we'll see if I actually make it to 250 miles. I've been up since about 10 o'clock. So, I could probably go till about midnight if I wanted to. The problem is finding a place to park at midnight. So, alright. New Jersey bullshit, truck stop, hit the road. we left New Jersey last night, and I decided that one of the things I didn't want to do was to go through flipping Baltimore right now. So I did the math on it and decided that jumping over to the 81 in Western Virginia and dropping down the 81 through Western Virginia and I think to the 77 through Western like the Western Carolinas and all that stuff, even though it's more mountainous. Honestly, the number of times I've been down the 95, I couldn't tell you. So, it's not a lot. That's twice, 3 times, maybe. I don't really know what the 95 is like. The number of times I've been up the 81 or down the 81, enough times. So I could tell you, it's fairly up and down. You know, well, heck, Lucille died in, I think, Chambersburg, Virginia, if I remember correctly. I cannot remember the little town that I ended up staying in right now. I meant to look it up last night. So we are today starting out in the same place I started out with Lucille. We're starting out in the close to the same time that I started out. I think I started out with her at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We are going the same route and everything. Probably gonna stop at the same fucking truck stop, you know, and get fuel in a little while and whatnot. But the deal is we're gonna go. We might even. I haven't decided yet. I might swing by where Lucille was and see if she's still there. I haven't decided yet. Might do it, might not do it. Depends on how I feel when I get down there. So, anyway. So we're gonna go that direction just because with the Key Bridge being down in Baltimore now. Trying to find your way through Baltimore was just going to be a pain in the ass. I didn't want to deal with it. And then to come this way, it was like not that much longer. Maybe 40 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I can't remember exactly. So, alright. Anyway, so we drove over to basically the Gettysburg area. We came north on the US 15 off of the US 30 to the Gettysburg Travel Plaza and parked there for the night. And so we're just leaving there, heading for Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and we're gonna get another wonderful view over the hood of Peterbilt as we go through Harper's Ferry. Although without the noise that Lucille made, which is a shame. I'm looking into it to see if it's possible to make the same kind of noise with this truck. The problem is that Lucille was straight piped, you know, which she was no 6, which was illegal. But this truck has DPF, DEF, and whether or not it's deleted, and I'm not saying that it is, DOT that might be watching. I see you, FBI. Anyway, it is because the exhaust makes a turn, it goes into a resonance chamber essentially, and then comes back out. It's going to be quieter no matter what. It doesn't really matter. I can straight pipe it, but you know, then everybody's going to know, like, if it's deleted or not. I'm not saying it is. So anyway, other people are braver than me. But anyway, so I don't know. We'll see if that's something that I get around to doing with this truck, or if I do something different. So right now I've got a lot of stuff that I want to do otherwise that doesn't involve the truck. So anyway, stick with me. We're gonna go through Harper's Ferry here in a little while, and I'm gonna take some good video of that. And I'll probably be quiet this time instead of talking through Harper's Ferry like I did last time. And then we'll get out on the 81 in Virginia. We'll stop at White's Travel Center. end up down in Jacksonville, or close to Jacksonville, Florida by tomorrow evening, and that way I can have Sunday to, like, you know, be fresh on hours and everything. So that's the plan for today. Whether or not it happens, we'll never know. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna let you guys watch, and I'm gonna drive, and together, well, we're gonna go that way. do another 150 miles today. It's another 3 hours. It's currently 8 o'clock. It'll be about 11. So it'll be about 9. See, about 9 in the morning when I could get up and get moving. 400 miles is like 6-7 hours. I can't remember how long it is exactly. Maybe 8 hours. I'm not sure. I gotta stop tomorrow for a little while for Kayla's service. I'm gonna watch it on Facebook, or at least I'm gonna try to watch it on Facebook and everything. So, but anyway, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause the video. We're gonna go on up the hill here. I think I will get off the 101, and we'll see whether or not it's still sitting there. So, okay. Last time I was here, I was in a rental car. This place already isn't easy to get in and out of. Running around in a truck with an extended freaking wheelbase. Trailer slid to the back of the fifth wheel. And then to top it all off, I've got the tandem slid back about a foot and a half, somewhere there. So anyway, straight underneath that sign over there is the gate where they towed it into. So we're gonna drive over there to that gate and see if we see it. Hopefully the shop is closed. Getting out of it, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But let's see. Am I going to be able to get in there? You know what? I don't believe so. Not from this angle. No. Nuts. Alright, let's back it up. From the other side. Problem is I don't have a good flashlight. Otherwise I would just take a walk. See it. Well, we're the shot. Maybe I will see it from over here somewhere. All this was over here, actually. You can't see me. Sorry. There you go. It's hard to see. It's part of the problem. she's not there. So, that's it. Nothing else you can do about it. Let's see if we can't get ourselves out of this place. Going the wrong way. Plenty of parking though. So that's good. Favorite sunglasses. I like them because they have the little thing on the side or whatever. I think they look cool. So I think a lot of other people think they look cool too, which is kind of nice that everybody else kind of agrees with me that they look cool. But today's not going to be an easy day. I don't know why I want the wheel down a little bit, but I do. Caleb's service is today about 3 o'clock on, they're gonna, I couldn't make it. I wanted to, but, it just wasn't gonna work out for me. And, which is a damn shame. But it just is what it is, you know? That's where I want it. Anyway. About 3:30 I'm going to find a place to park, hopefully with good internet, and try to tune in. They're going to play it on Facebook, the funeral home or whatever. So that's kind of what it is. I've been thinking about it, the whole thing, you know, my story and all that stuff. For those of you that saw it, you know, it was up for a little while, and you kind of know, you know, kind of where I'm coming from. Oh, I'm just gonna. There's a giant pothole here, which I think I put the trailer in last night, but it's all right. It didn't do any damage. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this place. We came in over there. I think the exit's right here to the right. Anyway, I put it out there and I realized I wasn't ready for it to be out there yet. And I've said that already, like either earlier in this video or like in the last video or something like that, but I took it down because I just wasn't ready for it to be out there yet. And I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever going to be ready for it to be out there. So, the truth is I don't know. But, kind of a somber day. I was hoping it was going to rain today. They make me feel better for whatever reason. Yeah, we got time to go. 177 south. My favorite way to have a truck, man. See all the smoke back here from my cigar, my Romeo y Julieta. Here we go. It's Romeo y Julieta 1875. So it was expensive for this box of cigars, I'm not gonna lie. So, but I thoroughly enjoy having a cigar at the end of the day. Although I've gone through these pretty quickly, and I've ended up buying these other ones that they sell at the truck stops. These Cuban rounds, have you seen them? So these are I'll pick that up later. The Cuban rounds are for the shorter Robustos that I've seen. They're about $8 for a bag. Of 3, so about $2.50, $2.60 a stick. These are more like $12 a stick. So the Churchills go for about $13 a bag for 3. So for the Cohibas, and they're I would say that they are what would that be, about four something a stick, $4.30 a stick. So anyway. I've decided that these nicer ones are going to be like a Sunday cigar, which it's Sunday, it's April 7th. This video has been a long video. I've been working on it all week, I promise you. Every chance that I was in a dock, or every chance that I was stopped in the middle of the night, I'd spend some time on it and whatever, and would get it out. So I think that's going to be the way that this goes pretty much from now on, is that the videos are just going to be a week later. And the reason for that is because this one obviously is late, and the next one's going to be late, and but that gives me all week to kind of put it together, and it doesn't take so much time on Sunday to try to get the video out. The next video is going to be long. The videos after that will still be a week late, but I think that what's going to happen at that point is they're going to be like daily videos or whatever. So I just want to make sure that this doesn't end up, something hit my leg just now, I don't know what it was. Anyway, I just want to make sure this doesn't end up going out, because it's $12 a stick. I'm going to smoke the rest of this. You hang it down like this, so that it's supposed to hold it down so it burns up, you know, and plus it kind of looks cool with all the smoke on up, or whatever. Well, this depends. If you're not a smoker, then this doesn't look cool. Don't start smoking, kids. Like, literally, don't start smoking. But, you know, whatever. I do it because I like it. Okay. So, that's the week's video. I did not really take any video on Saturday, just because wasn't in the mood, and wasn't in the mood to talk, and everything, and that just is what it is. Kayla's service was nice. I was able to tune in on Facebook and watch it, thanks to the funeral home. Apparently it was also simulcast, or it was also being broadcast live on maybe Kayla's account or something. I'm not sure. I heard somebody allude to the fact that it had been nice, and thank you very much for playing it for everybody. So I think that's kind of it. I think that I'm beyond this moment. I will deal with it personally, just because I think that's where I'm at now, and that will be the end of that. So, I have spent a lot of time in the last 3 weeks thinking about grief and about death and everything, and there's a lot of thoughts that I have, but I believe that I'll probably keep them to myself, or keep them to my inner circle and the people that I trust most in my world. So, with that being said, that's kind of it as far as this video is concerned. Thanks as always for joining me on the road. I think that the future videos will try to be, in about 2 weeks, I think I'm going to switch over to like a daily vlog style video, because I think I can throw something together with, 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there, whatever, like an intro. So I'm thinking it's like intro in the morning, okay? 2 minutes of video, 2-3 minutes of video or whatever from the scenery, and then if something pisses me off or I feel like talking about something that day, I'll talk about something. If not, it'll be, whatever. And then at the end of the day, we'll close the video out with a nice good night. Kind of like this. A cigar and a nice good night. So, anyway, that's kind of it, as far as this video is concerned. So, like I said, I enjoyed you guys riding with me, as always. And you know the drill. Keep your shiny side up. We'll see you down the road.